So I find when I go to football now, first of all, it's more like the theatre, impress me before I sing a lot of the time. But you get that kind of da 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 da, and put whatever lyrics you want in there. Do you know what I mean? And it's the same chants everywhere. Da 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 da. So I was looking at those moments when music and sport collide, like Andrea Bocelli at Leicester City.
I want to introduce the great maestro, Andrea Bocelli, is here for you.
You know, probably isn't talked about as much, but that's Ranieri. Ranieri's mate. He rang him in the same way as Mike Bubbins would ring up. You know, I don't know. I don't know who you would ring up. Rush.
Graham Swan.
I don't know.
Probably.
Graham Swan. Swanee, do me a favour, right? Or Ellis would ring up the bass player from Shed 7.
Lovely.
You know?
Lovely.
Do you think you could do Chasing Rainbows at the end of my cycle ride? And that's what he did. He just rang his mate, Andrea. We won. I saw on the TV, yeah. If we book you an EasyJet, will you come over and sing 2 songs?
Bocelli on an EasyJet.
Right? Bocelli on an EasyJet. It's a fucking TV show.
I'll watch it.
Come on, just sing it. Well, that's mad. What are you talking about, Claudio? Fucking football fans don't want to hear it. Trust me, just do Nessun Dorma, you know. And it's just, I watched it back yesterday, and every time it's stunning. And I love that. I love when music and sport comes together, whether it be in a weird way like the Super Bowl, or whether it just be a new song that comes off the terrace, or when you watch Colombian fans at a World Cup and how different they are to, you know, any British fan. So just that music and sport connection.
Watching this, 2 things. One was Bocelli's voice is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
And he seems to be pulling all the stops out with how long he's holding the notes for, right? Much more than you do normally in that rendition, right? But also, I wanted to say to, and Claudio's trying his best, love him. I wanted to say to the 20,000 Leicester fans, just shut up for a minute.
Yeah.
Stop chanting some of the Isn't This song for 2 minutes and let him sing this.
Because he tries to shush them, doesn't he, in the first sort of 20 seconds.
Yeah. And then he just gives up.
They settle a bit, though. They do
They do settle,
it.
and they sort of know when it finishes. And I think because it's Italian 19,
they've also won the league.
Yeah.
Which is such a crazy moment in Premier League history. But the other thing is Nessun Dorma. It was quite a brave choice of the BBC at Italian 19 to use Nessun Dorma, because it ended up completely crossing over. It got to number 2 in the pop charts, which and everyone knows it. Nessun Dorma now. Everyone has heard Nessun Dorma, and it made the 3 Tenors briefly incredibly famous in a crossover way. It wasn't just people who liked operatic music.
No, people went in and they got Elton John, Too Low for Zero, ABBA's Greatest Hits, and the 3 Tenors.
Yeah.
People that only owned those 3 CDs in their own lives. That's how crossover it was. There's a massive argument, not an argument, but it's like an underlying resentment between different people about who picked Nessun Dorma as the theme. Because Des Lynam claims it.
Does he?
And then there's the senior producers like, fuck, I did. I give and he's like,
and
there's like a third person going, no, I fucking told him. He told that person. And then like there's even when I was my checkered 3-year stint on Match of the Day too. I was subject to chats about who picked Nessun Dorma, and that was a lot of decades later.
Yeah, because the thing with
say Des, haven't you?
Because the thing with Italian 90, the opening sequence, the opening titles for the BBC's coverage of Italian 90 really do concentrate. I watched them quite recently, actually. They do concentrate on the sort of the classicism of Italian history.
Yeah.
Like there's it's almost like it's going to be a documentary about Caesar or something. And obviously there's pictures of this footage of Marco van Basten and Ruud Gullit and Lothar Matthäus and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it makes their coverage of Scotland versus Costa Rica appear incredibly classy.
Yeah.
And I don't think you do that in the same way. Will you, Colin? I don't know if you've ever done this on a podcast before. Tell Mike and Steff about your first day at the 2010 World Cup, because this story made me laugh so much.
Wait, hold on. Which one?
When you walked into the...
Oh, no, I've never told this. Right, yeah. So when I got... I was such... Look, I've always said it, and some people have written some really nice things about when I did Match of the Day 2 and said, look, you don't want to be the first. You don't want to be the first not to wear a suit, you know.
Yeah.
For me, it was not a good 3 years of my life.
Okay.
But... and I don't think I was good at it. I thought it was way too early for me to do something of that. I wish I had came along 10 years later.
Yeah.
But anyway, my first thing wasn't that. My first thing was working at the South Africa World Cup. Now that's too big a gig for a new presenter. Mm-hmm. So it was doing the highlights, which I think I did to it. You know, I was definitely in the top 3 highlights presenters that the BBC had at that time. And so I hadn't met any of them. Like, I'd met Shearer, hadn't met Hansen, hadn't met Lineker.
Oh, God.
The lot.
Yeah.
You know, I hadn't even met Keown. Right? So I get the South Africa economy class. There's none of the rest are there. So there's already that divide. I'm thinking, I know Shearer's on this flight.
So
right?
he's sleeping.
Yeah, he's flatbedding the fuck out of that flight, right? And he probably upgraded himself. I'm not saying the BBC even paid for that, so he wouldn't have fucking missed it. He could have just thrown it out the fucking window, and there was taxi, and he wouldn't have missed that type of money. So I'm very nervous about meeting all these people in one fell swoop. So there was some sort of dinner, and I didn't really talk to anyone. I went and sat with some mates I knew who were on the production, and then that night they were meeting on the rooftop of a hotel. And you know, you coming up? Yeah, I'll come up. I thought, this is the moment I'll go up. I'll be able to have a chat to them all. And so I got ready. I put on this leather jacket. I always remember what I was wearing for a good reason, because it weighed me down. I was wearing a leather jacket and jeans and boots, and so it's quite All Saintsy look back then. I had.
Okay.
So I was like, bang, there you go. And I had my phone, and I just play it cool. So I came out of the lift onto this open rooftop hotel in Cape Town and was walking across, and then everything just disappeared, because what I hadn't realised was there was a swimming pool. And my first impression was, and to this day I don't know who was there, I don't know who saw it, but it was just, I feel it like that was me. I should have left then, like that was it. It was ill-fated after that. I can't swim. And it was one of those swimming pools that had like 12, you know, like when, like, what is fucking Tom Daly going to stay in this hotel and practice his fucking diving? Like, just make it all 6 feet. We can all then, even if you can't stand in it, you can do that thing.
Yeah.
You push you off the bottom.
Yeah.
So I end up having to get fucking dragged out of this swimming pool, because at the time I couldn't swim. I learned to swim because of it. I got dragged out of the pool by hotel staff and laid on the side of the pool. And then I just fucking sprinted and down to the room, and I didn't come out. I did not come out.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you must have been terrified if you can't swim.
It's like a fucking dog, you know, when a puppy gets wet. Like, it was so embarrassing. And I know there would have been at least 50 of the staff would have been in that roof.
Oh, amazing.
And I didn't know who. And you know, like,
You'd just been
are
called
you
Greg
staff or are
Louganis
you just
by
a
the rest of
resident?
the
Like, I
tour.
wouldn't have known, you know. So I didn't even look. I just side of the pool and fucking traumatized from it, and just ran back to my room. Just got myself I got a Subway.
How did you walk? So how did you walk into the pool?
I just I've never known, I don't know pools on roofs at that stage of my life.
No.
At 23, I'd never worked in the media. I was a print journalist, and I got a job on Radio 1. Like, I ended up living in London, and had to get an agent after I was working for the biggest news station in the world. It was a complete, it was jumping in the deep end. So even by the time I got the match of the day and had done a bit of EastEnders Revealed and a bit of Channel 5 football and a bit of Rise or whatever, like I'd done nothing of any huge. I'd never been in that kind of type of program, and that was it. So yeah, I may have been a couple of holidays at that stage, but like no, I didn't think there could be a pool on a roof.
Where?
Did you
Pools
then
aren't on the roof; they're
go
on the
back
ground.
to your room and just think, well, I can't. What do you do in that?
I can't do this. I'm going home. That's what I
It
would
was
do.
never mentioned after then. I just sat in the room, my shame drowned out by the sound of vuvuzelas.
That's the noise in the background of you
Yeah.
walking into the pool.
Oh, your career's over.
Alan Shearer
Lee
thinks
Dixon
I'm a
thinks you're a
knob.
wanker. Yeah.
Oh God, hope Nelson Mandela didn't see it.
That So that would have made me laugh had I have thought of that on the
There
night.
you go. That's the bit that could
Yeah.
have cheered you up.
Funny. I've never told that story, mainly because I usually don't revisit trauma. So
But
thanks.
thanks for that
Well,
help.
mate, every cloud you've learned to swim because of that.
Yeah.
It could have saved your
I
life.
learned to swim, yeah.